What would you do if the people who raised you betrayed you for someone else? Imagine building your dream life, brick by brick, sacrifice by sacrifice, only to have your own parents try to tear it down to save their favorite child. This is the story of Mia Bennett, a woman who fought against the shadow of her sister's spotlight, found love in the waves, and stood her ground when her family crossed an unforgivable line. Get ready for a roller coaster of heartbreak, courage, and redemption that'll leave you questioning what family really means. Let's dive in. Mia Bennett grew up in a cozy cedar-shingled house in Wilmington, North Carolina, where the Atlantic Ocean whispered secrets and the air smelled of salt and pine. To the neighbors, the Bennetts were a postcard family. David, a community college professor, Karen, a librarian, and their two daughters, Mia, the eldest, and her younger sister, Lily. But behind the screen porch and blooming hydrangeas, a quiet injustice was taking root, one that would shape Mia's life. Mia was 6 when she first felt the sting. It was her birthday, a warm September evening. Her mom set out a store-bought cake, its icing smudged, and lit 6 candles. "Blow 'em out, kiddo," Karen said, distracted, as she jotted down a reminder for Lily's preschool pageant. No party, no gifts, just Mia and a paper plate. She wished to feel seen. When she opened her eyes, her dad was already washing dishes and her mom was on the phone. Mia smiled, but her heart sank. 3 months later, Lily turned 4, and the backyard erupted into a carnival. A petting zoo with baby goats, a face-painting station, and a local singer dressed as a fairy princess turned the day into a spectacle. Neighbors clapped as Lily in a sparkly tiara beamed. Mia, clutching a juice box, watched from the sidelines. When she asked, "Why don't I get a party like that?" Karen sighed. "You're the big sister, Mia. You don't need all that." But she did. She was a kid, dreaming of confetti and applause, craving a moment where she was the star. That day planted a seed of doubt that would grow into a deep, aching wound. The pattern never broke. When Mia saved up for a skateboard, Lily saw it, whined, and their parents bought her a better one. "You should share," David said when Mia protested. Her school supplies, her spot on the soccer team, her dreams of art camp, all were sacrificed for Lily's dance lessons or drama club. Mia's straight-A report cards earned a nod. Lily's C+ in math sparked a family dinner to celebrate her effort. In high school, Mia threw herself into academics and art, hoping to carve out a space where she mattered. She won a regional painting contest, her canvas displayed at the local library. She invited her parents, heart pounding. They didn't show. Lily had a crisis over a failed audition. When Mia got into her dream college, Coastal Carolina University, with a partial scholarship, Karen said, "That's great, but don't get cocky." Meanwhile, Lily's decision to take a gap year to find herself prompted David to buy her a used convertible. By her senior year, Mia had built an emotional wall. She stopped expecting her parents' praise, stopped hoping for their attention. But the hurt lingered, a quiet bruise she carried alone. One night she asked her dad, "Do you even see me?" David looked puzzled. "You're doing fine, Mia. You don't need us hovering." She nodded, but inside something broke. College was Mia's escape. At Coastal Carolina, she joined the surf club, drawn to the ocean's raw power. She was a novice, tumbling off her board, salt stinging her eyes. That's when she met Ethan, the club's captain, whose easy smile and steady hands pulled her from the waves. "Everyone wipes out at first," he said, grinning. "I ate sand for a year." His kindness was a lifeline, the first time someone saw her without comparing her to Lily. One evening during a surf camp, Mia struggled alone in the dusk, fighting to balance on her board. "Mia, feel the tide!" Ethan called from the shore. His voice cut through her frustration, and suddenly it clicked. The rhythm of the waves, the tilt of the board. She rode her first wave, the team cheering, but it was Ethan's proud nod that lit her up. "You've got it, Mia," he said later. "You're a natural." Ethan wasn't just a coach, he was a partner in dreaming. They started dating, bonding over late-night talks about the ocean and their futures. After graduation, they decided to turn their passion into a business, a surf gear import company. Their parents scoffed. Karen called it reckless, and David urged Mia to think of Lily's needs. But Ethan believed in her. "We've got this," he said, squeezing her hand. They started small, working nights at a beachside bar, scraping together loans from Ethan's family. Their first office was a cramped Wilmington apartment, furnished with thrift store desks and a coffee maker that never quit. They pitched to surf shops, faced rejections, but kept going, building trust at local tournaments. Their big break came with an exclusive deal to distribute boards from a rising Australian brand. They celebrated with dollar store champagne, toasting to their future. 6 years later, their company, Tide Pulse, was thriving, known for quality gear and community events. Mia and Ethan achieved their dream, a beachfront cottage in Wrightsville Beach, a fixer-upper with creaky floors and a wraparound deck. They spent weekends sanding banisters, painting walls, and planting sea oats in the yard. On their first night there, under a blanket of stars, Ethan whispered, "Mia, this is our forever." She felt whole, free from her family's shadow, but that peace shattered with a phone call. Mia had just returned from a business trip to Miami when her dad's name lit up her phone. "Mia, we need to talk," David said, his tone oddly formal. "It's about your beach house." Her stomach dropped. "What about it?" "I sold it," he said flatly. "The transfer's next month." Mia's breath caught. "You what?" "Lily's in trouble," he continued. "She invested in some bad deal, owes $400,000. We had to help her." Anger surged through her. "You sold our house, Ethan's and mine, without asking. For Lily." "You barely use it," David said. "Lily's life is falling apart. Isn't family more important than a vacation home?" "It's not a vacation home," Mia shouted. "It's our home, our dream. How did you even do this?" A pause, then, "We had your signatures." "The documents were ready." "Forged," Mia whispered, the betrayal sinking in. "That's fraud, Dad." "Don't be dramatic," he snapped. "You can't call the police over family." "This isn't family," she said, her voice trembling. "It's theft." She hung up, the sound of waves outside mocking the storm inside her. Her parents had crossed a line, and Mia was done. Mia stood on the deck, the ocean breeze cooling her tear-streaked face. She called Ethan, her voice shaking as she explained. "I'm so sorry," she said. "They took our home." Ethan's voice was steady. "We'll fix this, Mia. I'm on my way." An hour later, he called back with news. The buyer was his old college buddy, who backed out after Ethan explained the fraud. "And the police are looking into the forged documents," he added. Relief washed over Mia, but the wound remained. Ethan arrived that evening, pulling her into a hug. "You did nothing wrong," he said as she sobbed. "I'm proud of you for standing up." His words anchored her, a reminder of the life they'd built together. The police investigation moved fast. David and Karen faced questioning for attempted fraud. Karen called Mia repeatedly, leaving voicemails. "How could you do this to us?" Mia didn't answer. She was done carrying their guilt. A week later, Lily called, her voice sharp. "You turned our parents into criminals, Mia. I'm drowning in debt, and you're sitting pretty in your beach house." Mia stayed calm. "Lily, they tried to sell our home to fix your mistakes. That's illegal. It's time you owned up to your choices." "We're family," Lily cried. "You're supposed to help me." "Family doesn't steal," Mia said, ending the call. For the first time, she felt no guilt. The investigation revealed a painful truth. Lily's $400,000 debt was just the latest in a string of reckless decisions. She'd racked up $10,000 in credit card debt on designer clothes, blown $50,000 on a failed influencer career, and lost $80,000 in a shady crypto scheme. Each time, David and Karen bailed her out, draining their savings, selling their car, even taking out a second mortgage. "Lily's sensitive," Karen would say. "She needs us." Mia, meanwhile, had been labeled strong, expected to fend for herself. The police uncovered more. David and Karen had lied to the real estate agent, claiming Mia and Ethan were moving abroad and had approved the sale. They'd forged signatures with chilling precision, a betrayal that cut deeper than Mia expected. Karen even spread rumors at their church, saying Mia was selfish and abandoning Lily. The lies stung, but Mia stood firm. At a family meeting arranged by the police, Karen broke down, admitting they'd sold their retirement fund to cover Lily's debts. "We just wanted to protect her," she sobbed. David sat silent, eyes downcast. Mia felt a pang of pity, but no regret. Their choices had consequences. The case ended with David and Karen receiving probation and a fine. The beach house remained Mia and Ethan's, but the family was fractured. Relatives called, urging Mia to forgive and forget. She refused. "They need to face reality," she told her aunt. "I'm done enabling." A year later, Mia learned her parents had moved to a small apartment, working grueling jobs to pay off debts. Karen, once a vibrant librarian, was now a night shift cashier, her health fading. David worked construction, his hands calloused from overtime.
Lily, unchanged, chased another get-rich-quick scheme, blaming Mia for her woes. "You ruined us," she texted. Mia didn't reply. One evening, Mia ran into Karen at a grocery store. Her mom's hair was gray, her cart filled with clearance items. Their eyes met, and Karen turned away, shame in her posture. Mia's heart ached, but she kept walking. She'd chosen herself. Mia and Ethan turned their pain into purpose. Inspired by their own struggles, they launched a surf camp for foster kids, using their beach house as a hub. Every weekend, they taught children to ride waves, to feel the ocean's embrace, to know they were enough. "You're not alone," Mia told a shy teen, handing her a board. The girl's smile was worth more than any inheritance. Mia set boundaries with her family, no contact unless they sought counseling. She kept a photo of her and Lily as kids, building sandcastles, but let go of the need to fix them. Her home with Ethan, filled with laughter and sea glass, was her sanctuary. Standing on the deck one sunset, Ethan wrapped his arms around her. "We made it, Mia," he said. She nodded, the waves singing a song of resilience. Her family might never see her worth, but she did. And that was enough. Mia's story shows us that family isn't always who loves you. It's who you choose to build a life with. Have you ever had to stand up to someone you love to protect your dreams? Share your story in the comments. We're listening. If Mia's courage inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-life tales of strength, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread the message that you deserve to be seen. See you next time.